Hi everyone, welcome to the Comfy Cozy Club, Studio Natuurlijk from the comfort of your own home. I'm super happy you're joining me today. My name is Nathalie and I have a surrender yoga practice for us. So really aimed at just taking a moment to accept whatever is going on. That seems like the time and the year for it. So we're going to start in child's pose. So really take your time getting there. Make sure that you are comfortable. No rush. Bringing your knees as wide as the mat. Just connecting the big toes. And then melting your hips all the way down to your heels. As you walk your hands out. And release the forehead down to the floor. Now soften your shoulders, soften your elbows down to the floor. And take a moment to move your hips side to side. Feeling the stretch in the hip flexors. Feeling the stretch in the legs and in the lower back. And then bring your hips to stillness. Take a moment to bring your forehead side to side, massaging the forehead. As if we're massaging out any wrinkles, any frowns you've had all day. And then come to stillness. And take a moment to notice how you feel. So sometimes we show up on the mat feeling really good and full of energy. But sometimes it takes a little effort to arrive here. Sometimes things don't go our way. Things that we planned don't happen. We don't get what we want, which sucks. So just take a moment to really notice how you're feeling. And there isn't one right answer. Whatever comes up is valid. And then take a moment to notice where that's manifesting in the body. So maybe immediately you feel you're holding on in some places of the body are a little tight. Maybe child's pose is tough for you. Know that you can always adjust. And then whatever is going on, however you are feeling, give yourself permission to surrender. So you don't have to change anything, and for the next hour you don't have to achieve anything. But just breathing with what's going on. Allow the breath to become a little deeper and fuller. Coming into that ujjayi breathing. And now as you breathe in, we're going to circle, moving forwards to the right side. And then as you breathe out, we're going to circle back, moving through the left side. Stretching out through the spine and the hips. Breathing in as you circle forwards. And exhaling as you circle back. Now really feel the connection between your fingers and the mat. And then start to move the other way. Listening to the sound of your breath. Maybe keeping the eyes closed so you can really notice what's going on. Checking in. And now breathe in, move your weight forwards. Walk your knees underneath your hips. Curl your toes under. Lift your knees, hello. And lift yourself up into downward facing dog. So send your weight all the way back. Bringing your feet hip width apart or even wider. And now just start by bringing the heels down one at a time, keeping it really slow. So sometimes the tendency is to speed up, but really focusing on the quality of the movement. Starting to create a little space in the body. As we get stuck in the mind, we tend to get stuck in the body and vice versa. So, tending to that mind-body connection. And then come to center stillness. My ankle made a loud sound, loud crack. Now drop your knees back down. Flip onto the tops of your feet and sit up really tall. If this isn't comfortable on your knees, you can always come to a cross-legged seat. Now send your arms out, and we're just going to hook the right elbow over the left elbow. Bring the fingertips to the sky. Connect the palms of the hands, really pressing the palms of the hands together. Feel that stretch in the upper back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull your elbows down and in as you curl your tailbone under, scooping the belly button in and up, and now breathe into the upper back. And as you breathe in, lift back up, unravel through the arms, send them out left to right. Now, if you're really squished between your desk and your chair, maybe out in front. Breathe in, send the arms all the way up, palms of the hands pointing forwards. And now exhale, pull your elbows down. Feel the opening in the chest, the shoulders, and also kind of like, I surrender. And then extend your arms out long. Hook the left elbow over the right elbow as you wrap the arms, eagle arms. Squeeze the palms of the hands together. Take a deep breath in, lift. And exhaling, rounding through your spine. Pull your tailbone under, chin to chest, and take a really deep breath into the upper back. Breathe in, sit up really tall. Now release the bind. Spread your wings out wide. Circle the arms all the way up. Palms of the hands up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull your elbows down. Breathe in, send your arms all the way up. Exhale, coming onto hands and knees. Walk your hands out in front of your shoulders. Curl your toes under and lift back up into your downward facing dog. Take a moment to stretch out through the hamstrings, rolling the shoulders out, breathing, Ujjayi breath. And now as you breathe in, bring your gaze up to the front of your mat and stroll your feet all the way up, coming into a forward fold. Now bending your knees, bringing your nose down towards your knees and giving the backs of your legs a big hug as you let the crown of the head melt down towards the floor. Now make sure you aren't gripping in your toes, you aren't gripping in your neck or your jaw. And take a moment to breathe here, opening up through the lower back. As if we're letting all the to-do lists, all the worries just spill off the back. Maybe taking a moment to shake the head yes or no if you're finding it hard to relax through the back of the neck. And then release. Now keep pressing down into the feet as you slowly roll yourself up. Feel the strength in your legs, stacking up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Keep noticing how's your spine feeling. And then stack your head on top of your spine. Lengthen your tailbone down. Now keep your right fingertips down and breathe, and we're going to sweep the left arm all the way up. Turn the left thumb away from you, and as you exhale, rotate it down. Feel the opening around the chest. Keep lengthening your tailbone down. Breathe in, lift the left arm all the way up. Exhale, turn your thumb away from you and circle down. One more, take a deep breath in. Now exhale, keep your arm in line with your shoulder, and on your next inhalation, lift the right arm up as well. So coming into a big twist, pulling the pinkies back, spiral the crown of the head all the way up. Exhale, bring both arms down. Breathe in, lift the right arm all the way up. Exhale, turn the thumb away from you as you circle it down. Now keep your hips pointing forwards. Breathe in. And exhale, circle all the way back. And one more, take a deep breath in. Then keep your arm in line with your shoulder, and on your next inhalation, float the left arm up as well. So big twist. Breathe in, pull the pinkies back. And exhale, both arms down at your side. Now breathe in, bring your arms all the way up. Palms of the hands together. Exhale, take it all the way down through the center line. Breathe in, bring your hands underneath your knees, lift up halfway, reach the crown of the head forwards. And exhale, fold. Take it all the way down. Now bring your hands down and step your feet back, coming into a high plank, pressing away from your mat. So feeling the muscles of the core starting to ignite, just rooting down through the fingertips, the feet. Now pull the shoulders away from your ears and breathe. Notice the shake. Notice the breath starting to deepen. Just one more full breath here. And now on your next exhalation, send it all the way back into your downward facing dog. Roll the shoulders out. Align your ears with your arms. Now feel the strength in your arms. Feel the strength in your legs so that in between you can lengthen out through the spine, bringing it deep into the back. You can always bend your legs. I really recommend doing so if you find that downward facing dog is tough. And then use the next inhalation to float the right leg all the way up, coming into three-legged dog. Open up through the right hip, stacking the right hip on top of the left hip. Take a moment to bend the right leg as you lower the left heel down to the floor. Lift the right knee to the ceiling, align your shoulders. Then extend the right leg all the way out, align the hips, and step the right foot all the way up to your right thumb. Now press away from the mat, feeling the front body lift up to the back body. Maybe taking a moment to wiggle the right foot forward until it arrives. Lower the left knee down to the floor. Press into your left hand. Breathe and pull the right elbow all the way up, sending the right fingertips to the sky. Slide the shoulders away from your ears. And now you're going to pull the right pinky back, press into your feet and lift up, so coming into that twist. Now pull the backs of your hands back, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the right fingertips down, turn the front body towards the front of the mat, send the arms all the way up, and now pull your elbows down, palms of the hands facing forward. So feel the opening in the chest, the heart. Breathe in, send both arms all the way up. Now bring both hands down on the inside of the right foot as you walk the right foot out to the outside of the mat. So turn your right toes down, out, excuse me. Send the heart forwards, pull the shoulders back. And just take a really deep breath here as we open up through the hips. If you're not already, flip onto the top of your left foot and press into your left big toe. And then walk the right foot in between your hands, so just wiggle it back. Curl the left toes under, breathe in, lift the left knee up. Lift the corners of your mouth. And return back into your downward facing dog. Take a really deep cleansing breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Breathe in, lift the left leg all the way up, three-legged dog. Open up through the left hip, bend the left leg, keep lowering the right heel down, keep aligning your shoulders as if you're pressing the left left armpit towards your right leg. Lift the left knee up, take a deep breath in, and exhale, level the hips, extend the left leg all the way out. Now shift forwards, as I lose my mic, and step the left foot all the way up to your left thumb. Okay, lower the right knee down into the floor. So you can come onto the top of the foot, lean into your right hand, breathe in, pull your left elbow all the way up. So spin the heart to the ceiling, big twist. Now pull your left pinky down, pull your hand down as if you're stroking up against a wall, stroking the furry wall. Lift the right arm up, lengthen your tailbone down, really press into your feet. Hug the inner thighs in, pull the backs of your hands all the way back, feel the opening through the chest. And now as you exhale, lower the left fingertips down, breathe in, send both arms all the way up. Exhale, pull your elbows down, palms of the hands facing forward, open up through the heart. Breathe in, both arms lift all the way up. And exhale, bring both hands down on the inside of your left foot as you walk the left toes out. So turning the toes off of the floor. Now hands in line with your shoulders, don't go too narrow. Keep pressing into the right big toe, so feel that length from your tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. As you send your heart forward, your neck is wide and long, your chin is in. And now just soften your face. One deep breath. And walk, crawl the left foot back in. Framing the left foot, curl the right toes under, breathe in, lift the right knee up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a really deep cleansing breath. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Now breathe in. Shift your weight forward, coming all the way back into your plank. So feel the lower belly lifting in and up. And then from your toes or your knees, hover all the way down to the floor. So fold the elbows back, coming onto the belly. So feet a little wider than the hips. Now keep hugging the elbows in, breathe in, lift up into your baby cobra. And exhale, wave down. Now keep it going. So really surrender to the breath. Breathe in to lift. Exhale to lower. Did you hear I said weth buoyan? We don't have a buoyan. Okay, let's do two more. Okay, curl your toes under. Now keep moving with the breath. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in, float the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot up to your right thumb. Now keep moving with the breath. Breathe in, pull the right elbow up. This time keep the left knee lifted, coming into your twist. Exhale, pull the right hand back, lift up. Hug the inner thighs in. Breathe in. Big twist. Now lower the right fingertips down. Breathe in to lift back up, high lunge. Exhale, pull your elbows back. Breathe in, send your arms up. Exhale, take it down, soft fingertips. Breathe in, high plank. Exhale from toes or knees, chaturanga. Breathe in, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Breathe in, float the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot up to your left thumb. Keep moving with the breath. Breathe in, lean into your right hand, pull the left elbow up, hug the inner thighs in. You're going to need that squeeze as you pull your left hand down and float up. Pull the backs of your hands back. Now lower the left fingertips down. Take a deep breath in, bring both arms up, really pressing away from the mat. Hug up to the center line to keep your stability. Exhale, pull your elbows down, lift your heart, feel the strength. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, lower down. Breathe in, step into your plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Breathe and look over to the front of the mat. And exhale, step or walk your feet up. Come into a forward fold. Breathe and lift up halfway. Flat back extend. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, extended mountain pose, lifting yourself all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Lifting your heart to your thumbs, softening your gaze or closing your eyes. Catching your breath. Relaxing your frown. Relaxing your jaw. And then open your eyes. You're going to send your arms forwards, your hips back. So make sure your hips are really behind your toes. Now lift your heart, lengthen your tailbone down, feel the muscles of your legs, your back body working. Breathe in. And now a sharp exhale, drop the arms down. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, release. And one more, take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. Breathe in, bring your arms up, intense pose. Really dig into the heels. Now exhale, take it forward, forward fold. Relax your nose to your knees. Breathe in, halfway lift. Flat back extend. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, step into your plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And a long breath out through your mouth. Now breathe in, lift the right leg all the way up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot to your right thumb. Lower the left heel down over the center line. Pull the right hip all the way back. Breathe in, lift up into your warrior one. Exhale, pull your elbows down, palms of the hands facing forwards. Now from here, you're going to circle the arms down, interlace your hands behind your lower back, keep pulling back through that right hip. So coming into your humble warrior, take a deep breath in. Exhale, keep your core strong, keep the ribs hugging in as you fold forwards, keeping a straight spine to begin with. Keep pressing into the outer edge of your left foot. Now you're welcome to stay here or drop the crown of the head down towards the floor, knuckles pointing up. Keep the legs strong, keep pulling into that center line. One breath. And then as you breathe in, lift yourself all the way up. Exhale, release the bind. Breathe in, bring both arms all the way up. And now we're going to take it into warrior two. So turn your hips to the long side of the mat. And now from warrior two, extend the right leg out. Turn your right toes in, your left toes are in. Take up lots of space as you press into your feet. Spread your arms super wide. One more breath here. And then exhale, bring your hands onto your hips. Hug the elbows back. Breathe in, lift your heart. Exhale, fold from the hips. So keeping that core strong, just as in our humble warrior. Reach the crown of the head forwards. And then bring the fingertips down to the floor. Now you can always bend your legs, or if you have some blocks or some books, bring the floor up to you. You might want to walk the feet out a little wider, but don't go too wide because you want to keep that inner hugging in of the feet. So if you're pulling those feet together. Now exhale, keep folding from the hips, bringing the crown of the head down towards the floor. Maybe walking the hands back. As if you're lifting the kneecaps up. So feel the strength in the upper legs. Breathe. And then breathe and lift up halfway. And now you're going to turn the right toes back to the short side of the mat and walk back into your low lunge. Press into your left hand. Breathe in, lift the right elbow all the way up, so we're twisting. Exhale, bring the right hand down on the inside of your right foot as you walk the right toes off of the long side of the mat. So coming into our lizard pose. Now you can keep your left knee lifted, or maybe bring the left knee down to the floor. Maybe bring yourself down onto the lower arms as you come onto the outside of your right foot. But I want you to be mindful and feel it out. So let go of any expectations of how the pose should look like. Really try to feel, notice what feels good on your body today. Or maybe what feels right. So I find that poses start to get so much better once you stop trying to force yourself into the poses and just let the poses grow and unfold with time and breath. So see if you can soften a little wherever you are. As we take one more deep breath. And then lift yourself back onto the hands if you're not already there. Really press out of the floor to support yourself and then shift into your downward facing dog. Now maybe taking a break in child's pose. Maybe taking a break in down dog, or we're going to flow. Now move with the breath. Breathe in. Roll out into your plank. Exhale from toes or knees, chaturanga. Breathe in, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a cleansing breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in, lift the left leg all the way up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot up to your left thumb. Lower the right heel over the center line. Find length in the spine. Pull the left hip back. Squeeze the inner thighs in. And breathe in, lift up, warrior one. Exhale, pull your elbows back. Palms of the hands facing forward. Lift your heart. And interlace your hands behind your lower back. Maybe different pinky at the bottom, different thumb at the top. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, take it forward, keep pulling the left hip back, pressing out into the outer edge of your right foot. Welcome to keep your spine long, or drop the crown of the head down to the floor, full humble warrior. Letting go of the outcome and really checking in with the process. What does it feel like? Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, break free. Breathe in, sweep the arms up. Exhale, open up to the long side of the mat, warrior two. Breathe in, extend the left leg out. Exhale, turn the left toes in, right toes in. So big toes turned in, heels turned out just a little. Now really press into your feet. Imagine pulling the feet in towards each other, feeling that strength in the legs, and then all the way up through the center line. Drop the shoulders down. Bring the hands to the hips. Pull the elbows back. Breathe in, lift your heart. Exhale, fold from the hips, keeping the length through the spine. Once you're halfway there, take a deep breath in. And exhale, take it all the way down into your forward fold. Maybe staying on the fingertips, maybe walking the hands in line with the feet. Maybe one day bringing the crown of the head down to the floor, but again, it's not our main goal. Our goal is to lengthen out through the spine and keep the legs really strong. One more breath. Breathe in, lift up halfway. Soften your knees so that you can walk, crawl back to the front of the mat, lifting the right heel. Lean into your right hand, twisting. Breathe in, pull the left elbow up. Send the left fingertips all the way up. Exhale, bring the left hand down on the inside of the left foot. Coming into a lizard pose. So turn the left toes off of the mat. Maybe keep the knee lifted or lower down. But once again, shine the heart forward. Soften your frown. Breathe into the hips. And find your variation of lizard pose. When we tend to hold tension, we tend to hold a lot of it in the neck, the shoulders, the hips. So just finding some space in the body usually has an effect on the mind as well. So wherever you are, take one more full breath. Okay, come back onto the hands, lifting the right knee. Really press into the hands to find that lift, find that core strength, and then shift into downward facing dog. Yogi's choice. If you want to, vinyasa. Breathe in, wave into your plank. Exhaling, chaturanga. Breathe in, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale, lower the knees down, knees in line with your hips, flip onto the tops of your feet, and now slide the hands out over the front of the mat. So hands as wide as the corners of your mat. If this feels impossible, you can always return to your child's pose. Roll the upper arm bones out. Breathe. And now imagine one of those little nocturnal animals. And just start to press into all 10 fingertips. Maybe spreading the fingers even wider. And then breathe in. Bring the gaze in between the hands and shift your weight all the way forwards, coming to lie on your belly. Swim the arms around, bring the fingertips down, take the weight off of your wrists. And now breathe in, lift up, lift the legs, reach the crown of the head forwards. Maybe float the arms up and take 2 really deep breaths. Feel the breath move you from within. And bring your hands underneath your shoulders, hug the elbows in, curl your toes under. Breathe in, lift up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. A long breath out through your mouth. Breathe in, float the right leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot to your right thumb. Lean into your left hand. Breathe in, lift the right elbow up, send the right fingertips out to the sky, twisting, hug the inner thighs in. Pull the right hand back as you lift yourself up into your twist. Now maybe staying here, maybe right hand to left leg, left arm comes all the way up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, bring both hands down on the inside of your right foot. Walk to the long side of the mat, turn the big toes in, the heels out. Breathe in, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Now bring both hands to your left leg, maybe taking a hold of the ankle or the upper thigh as you drape the upper body over the left leg. Relax through your neck, surrendering the upper body over as we keep the legs super strong. Breathe. One more breath. Now soften your knees as you curl all the way back to your low lunge. Breathe in, step into your plank. Getting so zen I can barely talk. Maybe skipping your vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Okay, now let's ride the wave of the breath. Surrender to your breath. Breathe in. Lift the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot to the left thumb. Breathe in, pull the left elbow up, twisting. Exhale, press up from the floor. Pick yourself up into your twist. Now maybe staying here, you can always keep the right knee down or left hand to right leg, right arm all the way up and maybe over, big stretch. And take it all the way down to the inside of your foot. Walk to the long side of your mat, take a deep breath in, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. And walk the hands towards the right leg as you drape the upper body over the right leg. Now relax your neck. Keep the legs strong. Don't hang out into your heels. Relax your jaw. One more breath. And then soften your knees. Walk yourself all the way back to the front of the mat. Lift the right heel. This is the last chance for a vinyasa. Breathe in, step into your plank. Exhale, hug the elbows in as you resist gravity. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, down dog. Okay, breathe in. Let something go. One more breath. And now walk your hands towards your feet, coming into a forward fold at the back of the mat. Soften your knees. And slide your hands underneath your feet. So your big toe, your foot thumb, is at your wrist crease, at that fleshy part at the thumb. Now you're going to lift the hands up as you press the feet down. So creating some opposition, maybe keeping the legs bent, maybe starting to straighten the legs. So this charming pose is called the gorilla. Really great counter pose for your wrists. Deepening of our forward fold. Maybe wiggling your toes. Who knew you could give your wrists a massage with your toes? Then peel the hands from underneath the feet. Walk your feet as wide as the mat. Now both toes, well, all 10 toes fall over the long sides of the mat as you drop your hips down. Coming into a Yogi Squat. So, Yogi Squat isn't a pose that's great for everyone. You can always keep your heels lifted. Or flip onto your shins and just sit up really tall here. So there are always options. You don't have to do anything. Now feel the strength in your legs. As you feel the length through the front body, reaching up through the crown of your head. And feel yourself grounding down through the back body. Keep pressing into your feet, lifting the crown of the head up, breathing. One more breath here. And then circle your arms around. See if you can land really softly, gently onto the floor. And then extend your legs out long. Take a moment to lift the outer legs out so you can really ground down through the thigh bones. Breathe in, send your arms out tall, out long. Exhale, fold it forwards. Maybe taking hold of your toes, maybe your feet. See if you can keep the collarbones wide, the neck really long. And now really focus on the length in your lower back. So maybe bending your legs a little more, creating even more space, more length. And take 3 really deep breaths. Breathing in and out. And then take a deep breath in as you bring your gaze up, forwards. And exhale, roll yourself all the way up. Now you're going to come to a cross-legged seat. And then take your right leg and see if you can cross your right ankle over the top of the left thigh. Now that may be impossible or it might not feel really good. So you can always bring it onto the lower leg, or you can just align your heels with the right foot out in front. So just notice what feels right to you, to your body. Maybe aligning the lower legs, coming into a fire log pose. Really fitting for the Comfy Cozy Club, but maybe that's just way too much. So don't force anything. You can always stack something underneath the hip, underneath the knee. Now I'm giving you so many adjustments because we want to be really mindful of the knees, and this is quite a tough one on the knees. Now start by sending your arms out left to right, and then behind your back either grab your elbows or interlace your hands. So we want to have that opening through the front body. So pull the lower ribs in just a little. Feel the weight of your hips, your sitting bones on the floor. And now start to tilt forwards. And just notice that because we have the hands behind the back, we aren't able to round forwards, which is really great because we want to keep that opening here. Now breathe. Really deep, luscious breaths. Maybe imagine sending the breath into the hips. Okay, you want to keep that length through the spine, but maybe send the arms forwards. If something doesn't feel right, you're in charge. You can always adjust. If you want to go a little deeper, now is a great moment to go a little deeper and take 2 more breaths. Maybe taking a moment to smell your right toe. Why not? I can imagine a reason why not. Okay, walk your hands back up. Now bring your hands behind, shift your hips back, and send your legs out long. So just taking a moment to reset. Taking a moment to bring the legs side to side. And then let's do the other side. So return to your cross-legged seat. Now bring the left ankle over the right knee, or your variation. Really coming onto the hips, onto the sitting bones. Taking a moment to find the perfect pose. And by that I mean the perfect pose for you today in this moment. And then circle the arms behind and take a hold of your elbows. Gently pulling the elbows side to side. Feel that opening through the collarbones. Keep rooting down through the sitting bones. Feel the length. Just sliding up the spine, starting at the tailbone, all the way up to the crown of the head. Keep your feet flexed to protect your knees. And then maybe start to tilt forward, keeping the hips really heavy. Chin in, neck long, breathe. Make sure that there isn't any tension creeping back up. Is your face still relaxed? Soften your gaze. And if you want to go a little deeper, bring the arms out in front. Starting to melt the elbows down towards the floor, maybe smelling your right toe, left toe. Soften your neck and take 2 more breaths. And then slowly walk your hands back up as you bring your hands behind so you can extend the legs out long. And then once again, just bring the toes side to side. Resetting, releasing. And then take yourself all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Feel the support of the mat, of the floor on your back body. Make sure your neck is really long as you take a moment to massage your lower back. Really notice how the muscles of the back are feeling today. As we end with a happy baby pose. So, take a hold of the insides of your feet. The knees go wide as if you want to put the knees into the armpits. Lengthen your tailbone down towards the back end of the mat. And then think about pressing the feet up towards the ceiling. Keep the shoulders down if this feels impossible for your body or just not comfortable. Doesn't feel like a happy baby. Maybe take a hold of your ankles or your shins. And then we want to make sure that the tailbone is down. So give yourself enough space to lengthen the tailbone down. As you massage your back, as you shift side to side. And then from here, just listen to the body and take it away. Maybe extending one leg out long, maybe the other. Maybe both for a particularly charming pose, only for the people with the big home, big yoga space. Maybe taking it out into a twist. So as we prepare ourselves for Shavasana, or start to prepare ourselves, take a moment to really listen to your body and give yourself a moment to move in a way that feels good. Letting go of any residual tension. Doesn't have to be any particular yoga pose. Just make sure that it feels really good to you. And then once you're ready, bring your feet down. And drop your knees out. As you bring the soles of the feet together. And bring your hands onto your upper legs. So we tend to hold a lot of tension around the hips, around the inner thighs. Somebody's creeping around the room. Maybe giving yourself a little massage. And then bring the palms of the hands to face up. Crawl the shoulders underneath the chest, underneath your heart. And once you're ready, extend your legs out as wide as your mat. And then this is your invitation to get extra comfy and cozy as we really take a good moment for a beautiful Savasana. So maybe covering yourself with a blanket or bringing a pillow underneath your head, underneath the backs of your legs. If you have a fancy eye pillow, whip it out. So just make sure that you are comfortable. And then let go of any control of the breath. And just feel the belly rise as you breathe in. Feel the belly fall as you breathe out. And with every exhale, really surrender into the relaxation. Sometimes it takes a little time. As if we're peeling off any layers of tension. But I like the image of murky water. And the best thing that you can do to clear the water is just to not touch it for a while. Letting everything sink to the bottom and letting the water become clear again. Taking a moment to be completely still. Feel the weight of your head. And then let the forehead become wide. Soften the eyelids. Soften your frown. Let the cheeks soften. Relax your jaw. As you relax your tongue within your mouth, soften the muscles of the neck. Feel the weight of your shoulders. Feel the weight of the upper arms. The elbows pressing down. Feel the weight of the lower arms. As you relax all the muscles around your wrists, feel the backs of the hands grounded down into the floor. Soften the palms of your hands. Relax your thumbs. And And feel gravity pulling your back body down. The weight of the pelvis grounding down into the floor. All those muscles in and around the pelvic bowl softening. Feel the weight of the upper legs. Feel the weight of the lower legs. Relaxing the muscles around the ankles. Feel the heels pressing down. Soften the soles of your feet. Soften the tops of your feet. And relax all 10 toes. Now just feel the breath move the belly. Enjoying the stillness. Relaxing just a moment more. Just let go. Become aware of any sounds around you. Ears wide open. And take one more really deep breath in. Exhale out. Wiggle your toes. Move your fingers. And then take a moment to hug your knees into your chest. As you extend the right arm out, roll onto the right side. Bring the left hand out in front as you press yourself up. Take your time. Keep your eyes closed or reclose your eyes as you return into your cross-legged seat. And notice how you feel. So maybe you're feeling spectacularly tired all of a sudden. Sometimes it takes some time for us to notice what's actually going on, how we're actually feeling. And then bring the palms of the hands together. Bow your nose down to your fingertips. Bow your head down to your heart. So we don't have control over a great many things, but we do have control over ourselves most of the time. So Maybe returning to that intention you set out at the beginning of practice, to not hold on so tightly, but to have a loose grip on things, to surrender, and maybe choosing to take it with you off the mat and into the real yoga. Bring your thumbs up to your third eye point. May we always see the truth. Bring your thumbs to your lips. May we always speak it. Bring your thumbs to your heart. May we always feel it. Take a deep bow down. Thank you for your time, your energy. Thank you for showing up here. You've done good. So the hardest part is to actually arrive on the mat. Well done. Let me know how it went. I'd love to hear any feedback, any questions. And the next live stream is on Wednesday evening, a Pilates in Dutch. So I hope to see you then.